Hey guys, let's talk about this week's episode of The Originals, and it was good. I mean, I think every show that's coming back after this their mid-season finales have just been okay for me. I think we're getting some setup for what's coming in the future. We had some stuff going on with Davina and Cammy. They played a real big role in this episode. And at the end, Cammy got her memories back, and she is standing up to pretty much everyone who was party to her, one, having her memory erased, and two, lying about it the whole time. So Davina helped her get her memories back, and she is ready to, I guess, take New Orleans by storm at this rate. So we'll see what happens with her. At the end of the day, she's human, so she can't really talk the talk that much because there's so much supernatural stuff going on around her that somebody could just wave a finger and snap her neck any second. So whatever. But Davina had some interesting stuff go on with her this week, and we got to see her relationship with Josh, which I thought was really cute because I think Josh is adorable, and he is just somebody who's a vampire, who's trying to survive, who's not trying to piss off Klaus, who's not trying to piss off anybody. He's just trying to survive. And he's found a real friend in Davina, and he wanted to do whatever he could to try to help her this week. And of course, Davina was mad at everybody because she feels that they've been lying to her this whole time. And Marcel was one of those people that she trusted and loved, and she was ready to do whatever she could to hurt him, to let him know how hurt she was. And so at the end, she ends up back. I guess I don't know if she's back at the church, but she's back in the care of Marcel. But he knows that she will really never trust him again. And it turns out at the end, it looks like lovely Rebecca has been gathering her own little group of people to work on her behalf, and Davina's going to be one of those people. And she's also, because during this episode she was narrating the entire story, and it looks like one of Marcel's vampires that he had locked up in that brick wall after episode 2 or 3. Thierry is his name. She's feeding him blood, and she's telling him all this stuff that's been going on, and how she is ready to take over New Orleans, and she wants to do it when nobody is expecting it, and she's hoping that he will be on her side. And I'm just like, Rebecca, don't play. So she is mad that it's turning into the all boys club, and she is trying to build up her own little army so that she can take down her brother Marcel and whoever else seems to get in her way. So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. Then we had some stuff going on with what's her name, the witch, who we haven't seen in forever. And to be honest, I thought she was dead. Well, not really dead, but I didn't think that she was really that important to the story anymore. But she's one of the witches, and they of course tried to conjure up some spells to get to Davina. That is her name, right? Davina? Yeah, I think. And it didn't really, or it worked, but then Davina did her special powers and took down a bunch of these witches. But of course, she is trying to use Klaus's baby mama. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done this review, and I'm forgetting everybody's names. But Klaus's baby mama, who of course we found out in, I think, the season mid-season finale, is that Marcel had done a spell that turned all of the werewolves so that they're basically werewolves all the time, and they only turn into humans when there is a full moon. So what's her name, has the ability to reverse that spell. So she's trying to get Klaus's baby mama to work with her to help her get all this stuff. And so what she does is she tells her where Celeste is buried. And Celeste, if you remember from the mid-season finale, or yeah, I think it was the mid-season finale, was one of the witches that my brain is just Klaus's brother. Oh my God, I cannot believe I can't remember anybody's names right now. That he was in love with, and it turns out that, Klaus killed her and he buried her somewhere out in the bushes somewhere. And so to conjure her up would bring a whole lot of evil to New Orleans. And of course, at the end, when Davina was doing all these sketches, it like turned out that it was like a puzzle, and it was Celeste's face. So of course, this is going to mean a great deal to New Orleans and to the powers that be, because obviously conjuring her up is going to bring a whole lot of evil to the plate, to New Orleans. And it'll be very interesting to see what happens when that happens. So all in all, it was a good episode. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, but it was good. And I think it's setting up for some very interesting things coming up. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. But, you know, every show that's coming back right now is, I think, just sort of setting up its plots, getting its footing back. A lot of these shows have been on for almost 5 weeks. So, we'll get back into the groove of things hopefully by next week. Anyways, that has been my review of the originals, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you have some comments to leave me down below. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.